What up? Peace and blessings. Novakane Omega transmitting live from Soul Trust Records, Moo Atlantis Studios. I'm here representing SoulTrustRecords.com, Each Nine Teach Nine, and CrumbTV. Check us out on SoulTrustRecords.com. So today I want to talk with y'all about how to write a dope butter rhyme, yo. I've been rhyming for a long time. Anybody who knows me knows that. And I like to share with you guys what it is that I know about rhyming. So I'm going to give you 10 steps. It's going to help you run your rhymes like a pro. You know what I mean? What's up, Ty Lee? I'm going to give you 10 steps to help you run your rhymes like a pro. Alright? So, step number 1. You about to write this rhyme? What you want to do is figure out what your song is about. What is your rhyme supposed to be about? What's the topic? You know what I mean? Somebody like, yo, get on this song with me. What is it about? Okay? That's the first thing you need to find out. How long do you have? Are you going to be the first person on the song? Are you going to be the last person on the song? What's up, Taz? Are you going to finale? Are you going to be in the middle? What is it? So find out everything you can find out about the song first. Now I'm looking at an article I wrote, so you guys can check it at SoulTrustRecords.com. It's about writing rhymes. So if you see me looking over here, that's what it's about. You know what I mean? So what's the topic of your verse? What message do you want to convey? What mood do you want to project? How long do you want your part to be in the song? Is it a solo? What kind of beat is it on? Blah, blah, blah. So that's common sense. Next, you want to brainstorm into your notebook. Now for me, my notebook is like a workbook. Okay? For one, I suggest you have a notebook. Now I know y'all are young and I might sound real old-timey right now telling you that you need a rhyme book. If you write rhymes, you know what I mean? Chime in. Do you have a rhyme book or y'all writing in phones already? You know what I mean? People that's like my age, y'all still use rhyme book or what? I use rhyme book. Sometimes I use my phone, but I use a rhyme book. The reason why I like to use a rhyme book is because I am an artist. So a lot of times I'm going to draw and do art and everything on my rhyme. You know what I mean? But another reason I like to use it is because it's a workbook for me. It's a workplace for me. Whenever I write a rhyme, I got my rhyme book right here. Whenever I write a rhyme, here go the rhyme. Y'all see I got some art right here, so I can't help myself. Here go the rhyme. Over here is my word bank. I don't do it every time I write a rhyme, but I do it most times. You know what I mean? Somebody tell me, hey, look, this rhyme is about this. This rhyme is about puppies. I'm going to do a word bank on the side. The word bank is going to say like hairy, fuzzy, furry, you know, whatever, man's best friend, cute, big eyes, whatever. I don't know, anything you associate with puppies, dog pound, puppy pound, whatever, right? I'm gonna write all that on the side of the paper. Then when it's time for me to write my rhyme, I have a bunch of word ideas. A lot of times whenever I brainstorm like that, before I even start rhyming, some of the words I listed already rhyme. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give you all an example. This rhyme I wrote is called Emeralds. There was a song that we was on called Emeralds. What's up, Mustafa? And the song was about dropping jewels. That's why it was called Emeralds. So I went on the side and I wrote a bunch of jewel words and things that I knew I wanted to use in my rhyme or potentially use in my rhyme. So I wrote crystal, shine, black tourmaline, quartz. You know what I mean? What else? Something about a lightsaber. All of that. Attractive. I wrote down different properties about crystals and stuff like that, and then I formulated my rhyme from that. You know what I mean? So I already knew too, like I got grounding, slice shit, Jedi nightstick, fight Sith, tight grip, ice chip. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So as I started thinking about some of the crystal words, rhyming words started coming to me. You know what I mean? I'm about to read this rhyme to y'all too. You know what I mean? Check it out. So this rhyme is about emeralds, and I want you to see how everything I say is about either about knowledge of self, it's about dropping jewels, or it's about something about crystals or something like that. So it'd be like this. I use the force, it's like a torch inside my thoughts. It's activated by my voice. My inner quartz is just a storage space for KOS. Shine brighter, the fire inside is hotter than lava, robbing you of oxygen, dropping jewels like a broken chest. Treasure box hunting like Moorish pirates on the 7 seas. Delivered this scripture so uncut raw with no discrepancies. These lyrics, crystals like methamphetamine. My spiritual pistol shoots everything. Protect me thoroughly. Black tourmaline. Grounding. Pyroelectric property keeps that charge in my battery. Discharging discharging negative energy like therapy. My heart scream, pounding, radiate the ions in the atmosphere that's around me. It's the quicker picker upper, call me bounty. Bountiful blessings spilling, there's no counting. Manifestations of willpower turning thoughts to noun things. My frosty amulet so glossy, when that light's lit, I keep that tight grip on that Jedi nightstick when I slice shit. So when I did that rhyme, you can see how I incorporated these words right here on the side. But sometimes my word bank fills up this whole page. And I'll just go in and pick the words off and fit them together. And what that helps you do is keep things in your mind. Like you might be going to write a rhyme and then you like, okay, later I want to say this. But right now I ain't ready to say this. Oh, what's up? That's my sis right there. You know what I mean? What's up? That's a sis can rhyme, yo. You mean Marissa? I think I'm saying it right. So anyway, so step one, figure out the parameters of the rhyme. Step two, go ahead and whip out your notebook and start brainstorming. All right. Now, do I brainstorm before I do every rhyme? No, I don't. But usually I do, and it makes my rhyme so much more thorough. You know what I mean? All right. And it helps me keep my rhyme strong the entire time. So step three is to start off the song strong. Hey, got family up here. What's up, Jeanette? Step three is to start the rhyme off strong. So you're going to be the first person on the rhyme. You only got a couple of seconds to capture the audience. It's just like when you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook or whatever. If you are scrolling down the feed and you see like an interesting looking video or something, if those first 5-10 seconds is interesting, you're probably going to watch more of the video. So it's the same way with the rhyme. You're not trying to be boring people to death. Come on in. You're the first person on the song. Slay 'em. You know what I mean? And a good example of that would be Inspector Deck's verse on Wu-Tang song, Triumph. I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these mockeries. You know what I mean? He come in with the rhyme. Who doesn't remember that rhyme? Who doesn't remember that rhyme? Let's take Common. I never knew a love like this. Gotta be something for me to write this. You know what I mean? Captures you right away. And what he's talking about is engaging. So what is this rhyme about to be about? He never knew a love like this. That's what this rhyme is about to be about. I never met a person like you. You're amazing. All right? So start it out strong. Make it interesting. Ain't nobody trying to hear no boring flows. You know what I'm saying? So this is my fourth tip. Say the rhyme out loud when you're writing it. Do not wait till you get in the studio. I'm an engineer, y'all. So that means I record people too. People come in my house and they record in my booth over here. And sometimes people are coming here and they're not ready. You could tell they have not mastered that rhyme at all. They haven't said the rhyme. They haven't spit it over and over. If you rhyming, you writing a rhyme every time you writing it. Every time you add a new line, say it again. And then say it again. And then say it again. Say it out loud. Don't just mumble it in your head. You don't know how that rhyme sounds. Mumble it in your head. It's not going to sound like it sounds when you say it out loud. Say it out loud. You know what I mean? And that way you'll know it. You know what I mean? So this is one of the biggest tips I could ever give if you're going to write a rhyme. Not only if you say it out loud, not only will you learn the rhyme, you'll master it. You know, you'll start to have a memory of it to where you don't have to look at the paper. You know what I mean? And that's the idea. The idea is to have to be able to put the paper down so you can just say it from memory so you can really add flavor to it. You know what I mean? But if you don't say the rhyme out loud, you're not going to know. Do not wait till you get in the studio to figure that out. Nothing gets on an engineer's nerves like you not being ready. But it's your dime. You know what I mean? Spit that joint out loud. Another thing that's going to help you when you spitting it out loud is it's going to allow you to write breath. You ever go to try to write a rhyme and like it's too wordy? It's too wordy. You're trying to say it and you get to this one part and it's like, okay, I don't have breath to say this. Every time I get right here, I run out of breath. The reason why that's happening to you is because you're not writing breaths in the rhyme. Write breath into the rhyme so you can spit it. But the only way you'll know that you need breath there is if you spit it out loud so you can feel yourself running out of breath. Then to go, okay, let me put some breath in here. You know what I mean? All right. So that's how you do with that. So next, tip number 5. So let me recap for those who just joined in. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Tip number 1 is to plan your rhyme out. How long do you got? What the beat sound like? How many people on? Blah, blah, blah. Tip number 2 is to brainstorm into your notebook. Use your notebook like a workbook. Put a bunch of stuff on the side and brainstorm. Put that rhyme together. You know what I mean? Tip number 3 is to start your rhyme off strong. Start it off strong. Even if you're not the first person on the song, you need to come in like you never want people to forget you. You know what I mean? I try to make it so after I start rhyming, you're going to at least finish listening to me rhyme. Like, I try to do that. I try to engage you right from the beginning. Tip number 4, say your rhyme out loud as you compose it so that you can hear yourself spit it and make the adjustments in real time. Tip number 5 is to play with cadences. Do not ever get so wrapped up in the lyrics that you forget that your voice is an instrument. You know what I'm saying? Your man's Kendrick Lamar, Jid, J-I-D, Jid, what's his name? Andre 3000, for sure, Busta Rhymes. They play with cadence. They play with cadence. So the reason why you're interested in the rhyme is because the rhyme has a or they're going you know what I mean, or whatever. My friend Chill, who does all the cool tattoos, you know, he's a brilliant MC. A lot of people may not know that, but you know, Chill was on Black Thought, Most Def type dude. You know what I mean? Chill can really, really rhyme. Chill would say his rhyme, and when he would run out of things to say because he wasn't done writing it, he would just start scatting. So he'll be like, you know, I use the forces like a torch inside my thoughts, inside my voice, and then he'll just start doing that because he knows he wants the cadence to keep doing this. He just don't know what the words are going to be yet. So he'll have the cadence in mind and fill the words in. You know what I mean? And cadence, you can't, your voice is a drum. It got percussion. It's not just like a voice. It's got stab. It's got a beat to it. When you talking, especially if you black, when you talking, it's like, yeah, so dee-dee-dee, da-da-da, dee-dee-dee. Write that into the rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Switch up the cadence. You know, you got one cadence going, then go ahead and add another one. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you, Don. Don said, super duper songwriter, visual verbalist, the almighty Novakane. I thought you was writing a rhyme. You know what I mean? Alright, so, but do you feel what I'm saying? So, I was like, Busta Rhymes, he's very lyrical and flexible with wordplay. However, he also puts creative rhyme schemes into his delivery. He doesn't just spit his rhymes like diarrhea. He plays around heavily with the cadence and gets the most out of the beat. He makes his rhyme fun to spit. When you look at the word rhyme, you see the word rhythm. You know, the word rhythm comes from the word rhyme. So when you're talking about rhyming words, you're talking about a rhythm too. You're talking about a cycle, a beat. You know what I mean? Again, y'all, we black, man. We gotta have rhythm. You can't just be up here spitting the rhyme in the same cadence every time you hit. That's the purpose of writing to a beat. You hit it, the beat has a certain cadence, then you write in a certain cadence. Okay. So number 6 is to play around with your vocal tone. Okay. Another, again, Kendrick Lamar, Dre 3000. These are excellent examples of people who understand that you have to play around with your vocal tone. You know what I mean? Even Eminem understands that. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know why I'm saying even Eminem. Of course Eminem can really rhyme, so of course he understands. But you have a voice. Your voice is an instrument. You know what I mean? So, what Kendrick say? Loving you is complicated. Loving you is complicated. Loving you is complicated. You know, not that that's my favorite song or anything, but, you know, he like, okay, I'm a poet. My voice is an instrument. I don't have to just rhyme with it. I could do all kind of stuff with my voice. You know what I mean? So take your voice up. Bring your voice down. Bring your voice down to a whisper. Bring it up to a loud tone. When LL Cool J did I Need Love, was he whispering or was he rapping like he was at, well, he wasn't whispering, but he was talking like he was talking to a woman in the rhyme. He wasn't acting like he was at the club with his friends, right? You know what I mean? It had a vibe like, hey, I'm in love when I'm alone in my room, you know, or whatever. So that's all I'm saying. Switch your cadence up, you know what I mean? And excuse me, your vocal tone, switch it up. You know what I mean? So 7, learn how to hold your listener. Learn how to hold your listener. Learn when you got a dope rhyme on your hands. Sometimes I'll come in with I'll write a rhyme and I'm like, ooh, this is strong. These first 4 bars are strong. And it's not always possible for me to maintain the strength of those first 4 bars. But it's up to you to recognize, okay, this is a strong rhyme. I need to learn how to maintain it. One way you can maintain your listener is to stay on topic. Don't be all over the place, you know what I'm saying? But also, again, you can stab the rhyme with different things that's going to keep it interesting. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. What he say? Forever, ever? Forever, ever? You know what I mean? Again, that's vocal tone, everything. He's holding you. He's holding you in the palm of his hand because he understands, okay, I got him. You know what I mean? It's a skill. It's a skill, you know? And so I remember Forever, Ever almost more than I remember the chorus of that song because of how skillful he was at delivering that rhyme and making it that jank stamp in my mind. You know what I mean? A lot of times, that's what people will do in YouTubing or whatever it is. You know, you might have been talking for a long time about a boring ass topic, and then you throw something random in there to perk up your audience because they're tired of listening to you talk. It's the same way with a rhyme. You know, sometimes a person will start daydreaming right in the middle of your rhyme. You know, and they might be like, oh, that was dope. But you could tell you didn't have them engaged the whole time. You know what I mean? I try to write a rhyme, and I want you to hang on my every word. If I'm doing it right, then you hanging on my every word. You know what I mean? Okay? So, yeah. So learn how to hold your listener. All right. Number 8. Come on, no. Number 8 is to have a conclusion. Now, you know, when you writing a rhyme, it's just like writing an essay. You know what I mean? It's just like writing an essay, except a musical essay. So when you come in, you want to have that strong intro, but when you leave, you need to have that nice, strong conclusion. You know what I mean? Don't just cut the rhyme off. Like, you ever heard a rhyme like that where it just sounded like a cliffhanger? Like, da 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 da. And it's like, okay. You know, make it sound like, you know, when I just did that rhyme, I said I keep that tight grip on that Jedi nightstick when I slice shit. Like, I said it like that because I want you to know that I'm done rhyming. Like, not that I'm going to do that every time I rhyme, but in that rhyme, it fit. You understand what I'm saying? Try to have don't just leave them at a cliffhanger. Don't you hate when you watch TV and then it's over and you didn't know it was over? I was just watching One Punch Man season 2, and I thought it was more episodes to go because of the way they ended the season. I was like, oh, that's the finale. Like, don't do that to your audience. They'll be mad at you. You know what I mean? Don't leave your audience hanging like that. Round it off. Okay. Next up, do a pre-recording of your rhyme. Really good tip. Really good tip. These are phones, you guys. Your phone is a video camera. It's an audio recorder. It's a calendar. It's a notebook. Like your rhyme book, your phone is everything. So record it. Now, I know I'm not the only one that does this. Now, I have a studio in my house, so I don't have to do pre-pro anymore. But a lot of times, I still would just do a little mini recording of my rhyme on my phone, particularly if there's a cadence that I'm using and I don't want to forget. You know what I mean? I want to remember, oh, okay, I spat that like this. You ever go to write a rhyme and you try to read it later and you can't read it because you're like, how was I saying this? How was I saying this rhyme? It's like, what? You know what I mean? So, yeah, you want to have a recording of it so you can hear it. I can't stress to you enough how hearing your rhyme in advance, how much hearing your rhyme in advance is going to benefit you when it comes time to write a rhyme. I can't stress it enough. Do not get in the studio and you have not heard yourself say this rhyme yet. Record it into the joint. You know what I mean? My friend Igami Ray, she always do that. She be having all these melodies and stuff. So that's another thing. I don't just write songs. Like, I sing and stuff. So I don't just write rhymes. I write songs. So I often forget my melodies and stuff like that. I'll come up with a really dope melody. You know, and that's how hit songs are created, by the way. That's how hit songs are created. The person will be sitting there, then they'll start, you know, tell me right, gave me a start. It's like, uh-oh, I got me a little chorus going. Next thing you know, oh, what's up, Chill? I talked about you earlier, Chill. Yeah, sometimes when you writing a rhyme or whatever and you would come up with that little chorus, that's the chorus, that's the $1 million chorus. But if you forget it, you know, so whip out your phone, go to Google Play, download a sound recording app or whatever, and put that beat on and play it. A lot of times, and record it. A lot of times when I'm riding in my van, that's where a lot of my really cool hooks and stuff will like come to me in my mind for some reason. It's something about driving that really makes me feel creative. So like my choruses will pop in my head and I'm like, okay, oh, that's dope. But that phone, if it wasn't for that phone, I wouldn't remember it. You know what I mean? So I'll record it into the phone. Sometimes I'll be scrolling through my phone months later and I'm like, what is this? I'll hit play and I'm like, oh my God, it's a hit. It's a hit song. That's what it is. You know what I mean? So then I'll go ahead and write the whole thing. You feel me? Okay. And tip number 10 is to master your rhyme. Master it. Say it backwards. Say it forwards. Say it a cappella. Say it on the beat. Sometimes I say it on different beats just to master it. The more you hear it, the better it'll get. It'll start to seep into your chest like this. And then when it's time to run your rhyme, hey, yeah, I don't know who this is. Rashawn Tuttle. I got to send you something. Send it to me. You know what I mean? Send it to me. So yeah, master the rhyme. One reason, I don't know if you've ever seen Kendrick Lamar rhyme live. I'm sure you have. Like, let's say he'll appear on somebody's radio show, Sway in the Morning or something like that. And they'll ask him to run a rhyme. He be rhyming like his life depended on it. Like, because he's a master. That's why he rhymes like that. He rhymes like a master. Yeah, I'm writing at my desk at work. Kimberly Bell. I used to love to write rhymes at work. I don't work no more. I work from home. You know what I mean? But at work, I used to love to write rhymes at work. I write my best place to write rhymes is in the van or in a vehicle. Like I used to love when I would ride the bus home from governor school or whatever, and I had all that time on my hands. I would just put them headphones on, run that Sons of Man beat, and write them rhymes, yo. I miss that. You know what I mean? But yeah, so tip number 10 is to master your rhyme. Say it out loud. Say it over. Say it over. Say it over. Time is money. Don't get into the studio and have everybody looking at you like this person does not know how to say their own rhymes. That's amateur. That's amateur stuff. Sometimes it happens. We're all going to stumble. But if you did your job before you went to the studio, guess what? You're not going to fumble that much when you get to the studio. Because you would have already encountered the possible problems. You would have already encountered, okay, I need to take the out. I need to take of out. Or maybe I should switch this word because it's hard for me to say. It's a tongue twister or whatever. You know what I mean? Rhyming is all about planning. Don't wait till you get somewhere and now you don't have, all right, I see you sent it. Thank you. I don't know what it is, but thank you. I'll check it out when I'm done with this. So I'm going to recap right now, then I'm going to say some more rhymes to you guys. All right. So step number 1 is to plan your rhyme out. Find out the details. Plan it out. Step number 2, brainstorm. Before you write a rhyme, start kind of playing around with it. Like, what kind of words I want to use? What kind of language I want to use? Number 3, start the rhyme off strong. Like inspect the deck. Bow. Come right in strong so a person can go, whoa. You know what I mean? Hit the ground running. Or, if it's a smooth song or a soft song, it don't mean you got to come in strong like blah, 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 blah. Like, but come in a way that's going to engage the audience, okay? Step 4, say your rhyme out loud as you compose it so you can hear yourself saying it. Step 5 is to play with cadence. Step 6 is to play with your vocal tone. Step 7 is to learn how to hold your listener. Stay on topic. Don't be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You writing a rhyme about ice cream, don't start rapping about World War II. You know what I mean? Don't start rapping about Kodak Black or whatever. I mean, keep rhyming about ice cream. You know what I mean? And just find clever ways to do that. Also, though, when you stay on topic, don't be boring. Don't write an essay. Like, it's rhymes is poetry, so you can be creative, too. You writing about a rhyme about ice cream, you might actually in that rhyme, you might talk about ice cream falling on your chest and ruining your shirt or something. I don't know. It don't got to be, like, you know what I mean? Like, some people write too straightforward, too essay-like. Don't do that. So step 7 is to learn how to hold your listener. Step 8 is to have a conclusion. The same way you had an intro, you need to have a conclusion. Don't just end it with, like, you got some sense. So the person can have a sense of finality when they're done. Step 9 is to do a pre-recording of your rhyme, if at all possible. Okay? So you can hear yourself. And step 10 is to master your rhyme. Run it backwards. Run it forward. Run it in the dark. Run it in the light. Whatever you got to do, do that. Whenever we rehearse for our shows, when me and Fats rehearse for our performances, not only do we say the rhyme over and over on the beat, but then we actually take the beat away and we rehearse a cappella. We do distraction rehearsal. That's when somebody gets in your face and they try to distract you. So you try to run your rhyme and they're in your face like talking and saying random stuff, and you have to try to keep focused. That's really fun. It's really fun to do. All right. But it teaches you how to just be able to run your rhyme. When you have a rhyme mastered, you should be able to run it without even thinking about it. I have rhymes that I can say right now that I know like the back of my hand, that I could sit here and daydream about Little Caesar's pizza and run that rhyme. I could daydream about what I'm gonna eat tonight, for real, and run that rhyme perfect and not even have to think about it, because that's how it should be. It's like the Pledge of Allegiance. You said that enough where you shouldn't have to daydream. I mean, you should be able to daydream and say the Pledge of Allegiance. All your rhymes should be like that. Now after a while you get older, some people have the mutant ability to remember all their rhymes. I'm not her. I'm not her. But if I rehearse in advance of doing something, that rhyme is going to be on me like a fresh coding, and I can do it. You know what I mean? All right, so I'm about to run this rhyme. This rhyme, I was talking a little bit of stuff, talking a little bit of shit to somebody who had done something and I wasn't feeling them. You know what I mean? And this person was younger than me, so I decided that I was gonna diss them. And on the side, as usual, I have a word bank right here that has a list of words that I used in this rhyme to get me going. So it's like this. It's like breast milk. Breast milk, diapers, wet behind the ears, ill vibes you casting off as if you think you pioneered something fearsome. You ain't really did nothing notable. Folks be making jokes at you or just don't be noticing you at all. You're doing magic tricks like the queen in the mirror, asking ridiculous questions like who's the fairest of all. Embarrassment to your squad, disguising yourself as a thoroughbred, but niggas be seeing through your facade. Fuck around if you want, you ain't really prepared for the powerful onslaught that's about to get brought. I rock like a cliff and you drop off as if you was gargantuan, but the fact is you small. In the background throwing salt. When niggas see you for who you really are, they gon' walk, so you stall. Coward projecting your fears outward. Ego been scarred, so it causes you to act like a broad. In a leotard going hard body. Can't get the crowd rowdy. Your whole style is a farce. Cancel your credit card, you're getting disregarded. Thrown off the island. Rhyme book discarded, cause the gay shit you say be having me like pause. It's sad to see a brother who think he got bars, but ain't really got bars, believing he dropped jaws. Alright? So, that's that rhyme. So yeah, man. MC is a masterful thing. MC stands for Master of Ceremonies. It's deeper than a rapper, okay? Deeper than a rapper is an MC. An MC, Jamie Foxx is one of the dopest MCs on the planet. And he don't write no rhymes, don't say no rhymes. You know why? Because you can give him a microphone and he's going to be able to freestyle and have that audience in the palm of his hand. And he doesn't, because he knows how to connect with his audience. So as an MC, you're part crowd holder, you're part crowd controller, and then you're part musician, part poet. So you're a lyricist. So you're using lyrics, but you're recognizing the fact that you are a songwriter, and the song has to have a beginning, an end, a chorus, a bridge, you know, all of that stuff. I would add a few bonuses on, and I would say please learn how to count bars. You are a musician. You're not just a lyricist, you're a musician. I can't explain to you how many people have come in here, and you can tell they did not know how to count bars, and they wouldn't just admit that they didn't know how to count bars. You know what I mean? Don't be ashamed. If you don't know how to count bars, then just admit it and learn. But learn, because it's easy. So, if you don't know how to count bars, here you go. I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these. That was 2 bars. So, it's 1, 2, 3, bar. 1, 2, 3, bar. I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these. Alright? Y'all see that? So, it's just like a line. A count of 4. A count of 4. That's a bar. Back in the day, we used to count couplets, and we thought we was counting bars. So we would count 2 bars as 1. But anyway, learn how to count them, so that your engineer can help you learn how to arrange songs better and stuff like that. Don't be out here just like, yo, I write rhymes, and so all I care about is lyrics. You got to think about that whole thing, because this is called Songwriting 101. How to write a dope rhyme, but not just how to write a dope rhyme, how to make a dope song as a rhyme writer. You know what I mean? Learn about bridges. Learn about vamps. Learn about, you know, turnarounds and little things that can happen in the middle of the song to give it some life. Okay, here's a good example of somebody who could totally rap and they didn't know how to make songs. Cannabis. Y'all remember Cannabis? Cannabis could not write. He did not know how to make albums at all. And that's the difference between somebody like Cannabis and Eminem. Eminem totally knows how to make songs. He gets it. He gets it. You know, and if that mockingbird don't sing, I'ma break that birdie's neck. Whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you got to start singing, but just understand, like, yo, like, it's a song, though. Like, the people who really are impressing you, it's not just because they're the dopest lyricists in the world. Kendrick Lamar can really rhyme, but guess what? I know a lot of people who can rhyme as good as Kendrick. I really, really do. Locally and on the scene. But what makes Kendrick stand out more than them? Kendrick is a song maker. Kendrick is a musician. It's not just rap music to him. It's a song. It's a piece. You know what I mean? When we were in Junipers, as dope as we were at rhyming, all of us didn't understand how to make songs. Chill did. Knowledge did. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge did. Chill did. They knew, like, okay, let's come up with a dope chorus. I want this song to be themed around this, and I want my rhymes to be themed like this. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? You a master, you an MC, take that joint serious. Stop playing with us. You know what I mean? It's not a game. Words is powerful. It's not a game, y'all. So, you ever wonder why sometimes it's like, you know, my rhyme was dope. I really put my soul into that rhyme. How come people didn't really respond that well or whatever? Because there's more to it than just lyrics. That's why. You know what I mean? And my best music I ever made in my life has been recently, because I've learned that I need to make it a full song. You know what I mean? I need to make it a full song and not be playing. You know what I'm saying? Also, you guys, if I was you, I would get a notebook. Because, see, you're not going to lose. You're not going to lose. You probably won't lose your rhyme book, but you probably will lose that phone. You're going to lose that phone. If you write rhymes in the phone, write it in Google Docs. If you write it in Google Docs, you won't lose it. Like, even if you lose the phone, you could just pull it up on another, you could just log into Google Docs from another account, and then the rhyme will still be there. But I recommend rhyme book. I love rhyme books. I love rhyme books. You can feel them. You can touch them. See, y'all see me. I'm an artist. I'm going to put art in my joint. Hush. You know what I mean? Speaking of that, let me run that rhyme for y'all right there. I should know it, but I'm about to read it. So this is a song about how you need to shut up. Hush. Peep the penmanship, the secret membership. Respect the information, keep it on the low. Put some emphasis on tight gripping it wrong. Put some emphasis on tight lipping and zipping it and making words spoken limited within the dojo. Peep the penmanship, the secret membership. Respect the information, keep it on the low. Put some emphasis on tight lipping and zipping it and making words spoken limited within the dojo. Make a difference between the loco. Don't drop dime jewels cast among swine, that's a no-no. If you can't rely on your squad members as far as you could throw them, you should probably be operating solo. Shh. Don't speak, this ain't no promo. It's simply me and serious Bibo Tolo. Taking genetic photos like the Nomo. Click, take a pic, we be TRP, nosotros somos. Society of pros and so quietly we close and silently expose them. Put them on ice, they frozen. No matter how nice they clothing or how precise they flows is. Leak that password, heads is rolling like dice on linoleum. So take your shoes off in the house, don't talk with your mouth full, it's rude and it's childish. Chew your food, stop spitting it out. Put your index finger over your mouth and shut it. Then we be like, shut it up, shut it up, shut it up, shut it up. Yeah, yo. One day I should just read rhymes up here. Put some beats on and just read rhymes and stop running my mouth. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's how you do it, yo. Y'all got any questions? Run those questions. Otherwise, I need y'all to go to YouTube. Right when you click away from me, I need you to go to YouTube. And I need you to type Each 9, Teach 9, and you will be linked up with my YouTube channel. I think I have 6 or 7 subscribers, because the channel is new, but I'm trying to reach 10. By the end of the day, I want 10 subscribers, and by tomorrow, I want 15. Okay, so that's my goal. Eventually, I think at the 50th subscriber, I think I'm going to do a giveaway, give away some jewelry or something like that. You guys, you know I make jewelry. They call me Bake Up the Jeweler because my last name is Bacon. They call me Bake Up the Jeweler. I make jewelry, you know what I mean? And I do shirts and all kind of stuff. So I think I'm going to give something away to my subscribers. But yeah, trying to turn my 7 into a 10. Going once, going twice. Can I get that 10th subscriber? Can I get that 15th subscriber? Each 9, Teach 9. Also, SoulTrustRecords.com is just a universal place where you can keep up with us. You can download some of our free music as well as purchase our music. You can listen to our different artists. But not only that, you can tune into the Culture Chronicles, which is Fats's platform where he talks about hip-hop. You can tune into CrumbTV and watch all his stuff from SoulTrustRecords.com/CrumbTV. You can listen to the Native Tribe Show, WRPR, Rebel People Radio, and a host of other things. I'm not going to talk your head off. How to Do Stuff with Zach and Bam is up there. School, what's the name? Piff Huxtable, what's up? What's the name? What you call it? Homeschool is coming back around for us. Next week, we're going to pick our homeschooling back up because, you know, I homeschool my babies. And when we are homeschooling these babies, we will start the How to Do Stuff with Zach and Bam back up. So I appreciate all of you guys who did subscribe to that and who have been keeping up with the boys. Trust me, we haven't stopped. I just needed to get a new camera, some stuff like that, and we let them have a summer break. So as a part of their curriculum this year, they will be doing How to Do Stuff with Zach and Bam, which is an awesome science show that my children are producing. Okay, so that's it. I love you guys very much. I want you to share my video. If you like to write the rhyme and you like to make it a song, I want you to share my video and all that good stuff. Okay, all right. Peace and blessings. Finish. End.